After arriving at Trondheim, U-531 received orders to transfer to the 11th Flotilla, based out of Bergen. Thankfully, this was a relatively short and painless journey. Once at Bergen, U-531 got a new radar warning receiver installed, along with new radar. This went slowly, and the port was bombed frequently. It seems the Luftwaffe barely has a pulse, because the Allied bombers streamed overhead with impunity. On September 17, 1944, U-531 made final preparations to get underway. Our destination is grid AM52. I can't believe they are sending us that close to the British Isles. I think BDU has gone mad. Hello everybody, Wolfpack here, and welcome to Bergen, Norway. As you can see, we are in our subpen and we are about to get underway. I'm going to go ahead and order us to start moving. After our 11th patrol, we did dock at Trondheim, but I did transfer to Bergen as it is a little bit closer to the action, and yeah, I figured this would just be a better port for us to operate out of. As you can see, the weather is pretty choppy already. Let's get a proper weather report going. Kind of surprised to see this sort of weather. Sea clouds partial, precipitation none, wind speed 7 meters per second. Yeah, so it is quite a bit windy and we have some waves as we depart here. There is a helicopter buzzing around over there. It looks like it's circling our escort, which is pretty far ahead of us. We did get a new radar warning receiver along with new radar, and I am actually going to turn the radar on. There we go. Looking good. Other than that, there are very few improvements to the rest of the boat. As a matter of fact, everything is pretty much the same. We have the same loadout as last patrol as well. Bunch of G7E torpedoes, one FAT and one T4 homing torpedo in tube number 5. We're going to go ahead and plot a course out of here. Our patrol area is grid AM52 right here, which looks like an awful place to patrol at the moment. We'll pretty much be restricting ourselves to this northwestern quadrant up here, or this half, in the deep water, because we do not want to go into the shallows. I have a feeling I'm going to be spending a lot of this patrol submerged and utilizing our snorkel whenever possible. The problem is, in rough weather, of course, we can't really utilize it all that much. But anyway, we're going to plot a course out of here. Hopefully there is no air raid today. They have been rather frequent. I think we actually want to go out the southern channel down here. That's probably best. Yeah, it looks like it's a little wider for us. Not sure exactly what the best route is here, but I think this will do just fine for us. And we'll stick to the deeper water and head around to grid AM52. Wow, pretty short journey, at least there is that. And there will be a lot of convoys heading in and out, along with a lot of bombers and aircraft that close. So we are going to be a prime target for all of them. Let's check on the crew. Like I said, everything's more or less the same. We have the same crew. This guy, Bargstein, got a torpedo men qualification and medals were handed out. Equipment wise, we only got the radar warning receiver and the new radar. There were new decoys and batteries and stuff available, but I will save that for later and probably upgrade my boat a little later on. But I suppose that's really all I have to say for the time being. Nothing too exciting to really report. We'll continue heading out of here and see if the weather gets any better or any worse. I'm kind of hoping it gets a little better as we depart here, but anyway, we'll see if there's an air raid today as well. Oh, I'm looking out here and it looks like there was a collision between our escort and the Type 23 U-boat. Let's run out there and take a look. What's going on? Oh no. Yeah, there was indeed a collision here. Well, someone's probably getting court-martialed over that. I wonder whose fault that was. I'm going to probably blame the minesweeper here. But yeah, that does not look very good for either of them. Ouch. Oh, better him than me. Oh boy. Yikes. Well, I don't think this boat's going on patrol anymore. If anything, it looks pretty damn low in the water. Can't tell if that's just the boat itself or if it has sustained critical damage, but I have a feeling it's heading back to its berth in Bergen to receive repairs. Well, we successfully got out of the fjords A-OK. No enemy aircraft were spotted bombing Bergen, so we managed to avoid an air raid this time around. And it's currently 16:23, so I'm probably going to submerge the boat here shortly as we start getting closer and closer to the Allied air bases here. Probably once we reach this northwestern corner of grid AF-87, I'll begin operating pretty much purely submerged. We can snorkel with these waves, but if it gets too rough, we won't be able to, which will really hamper us, especially if we're going to get this close to the enemy air bases in grid AM-52. Hopefully, the weather will allow us to snorkel while patrolling here. If not, that's going to be pretty risky. Pretty risky indeed. And now that I'm looking at this, I'm going to jog this course around so we avoid this shallow water pocket. We want as much deep water as possible to play with. I actually got a really interesting radio message. Allied paratroopers have landed and secured bridges in Holland as far north as Arnhem, while the British Second Army attempts to break through German lines. And we received this on September 17th, which was the start of Operation Market Garden. And the funny part is, I'm actually recording this on September 17th, which is kind of funny that the time synced up, the date synced up like that, so... Anyway, we're continuing to cruise. As you can see, U-531 is on the surface. It's September 17th, 1944, 2100 hours. Okay, it's currently 4 o'clock in the morning, and as you can see, the conditions are starting to brighten up quite a bit. The weather is pretty poor, though. As you can see, we have quite a bit of foam on the waves and everything, so we won't be able to utilize our snorkel. However, we are going to submerge the boat because we're getting pretty close. Well, a little close for comfort anyway, to be on the surface during the daytime. So we're going to drop down to 25 meters, stay submerged during the daytime, and surface at night to recharge oxygen and battery power. Luckily, we have not been attacked thus far, so I'm feeling okay. Let's get a proper weather report. Let's see, wind speed 10 meters per second now, so yeah, it is getting a bit windier. Anyway, let's go ahead and drop down to 25 meters.
Neue Tiefe 2,5 Meter.
Vorne unten 15, hinten oben 10.
And down we go. Okay, we have received 2 reports here of 2 enemy task forces. One down here, kind of close to Scapa Flow and Orniki, which is not really a issue, heading west-northwest. Then we have another one right here, which is heading east fast. That's an enemy task force heading east fast, heading towards Bergen, really. I wonder what they will be up to. Anyway, I just wanted to let you folks know that we have 2 already, 2 enemy task force reports. And when there's 2, there's definitely going to be more. I'm kind of curious how many hunter-killer groups are going to be patrolling this gap here. And this is a very strategic choke point. And I'm sure they're patrolling it quite heavily, so transiting this will be interesting, to say the least. Okay, it's September 21st, 1944, just around 9 o'clock in the morning, and we got a lone warship contact bearing 049 degrees closing. Let's go ahead and mark that down. Oh boy. Mark that area. Here we currently are. This is our present location. We'll see where this vessel is heading. It looks like it's heading directly towards us. We may have another warship to attack here. Let's come up to periscope depth and assess the sea conditions. A second destroyer closing, bearing 045. So there's 2. Let's take a listen on the hydrophone. I can't tell if there's only 2 or possibly more. I'm sure our hydrophone operator is highly trained and will be able to pick it apart, right? We'll see. It could just be a group of 2 patrolling this area. Like I said, I'm not too surprised that there are warships here. Okay, we're currently at 13 meters. Up scope. And it's rough. Sea state's poor. Okay. Oh, there's 3. Possibly more. I'm not sure if they're only destroyers or something slightly bigger. Down scope. Drop down to 25 meters. New heading.
Neue Tiefe 2,5 Meter.
Vorne um 15, hinten oben 10.
So just run parallel to him, 050. Slightly. Let's adjust a bit more. Okay, back up to periscope depth, please. They are relatively close. Let's see, 8 kilometers away. Okay, passing 14 meters. There they are. I have to admit, this looks like a bunch of destroyers. I'm not sure this is something I want to tangle with. Although the one in the rear looks a little bit less intimidating. Down scope. There we go. Picked up number 3 now. Looks like there are indeed only 3 enemies. Okay, yeah, they're frigates. Looks like that's maybe a Black Swan or something. It has that water tower type thing on the back. Okay, well, no way I can kill 3. Down to 120. Rig for silent running.
Vorne um 15, hinten oben 10.
Beide Maschinen kleine Fahrt. 50 Umdrehungen.
And we will continue on our course. I don't think they're going to be able to pick us up. We'll see if this was a terrible, terrible mistake. Dropping down to 40 meters now, and they are passing astern. Going to be in our baffles soon. They aren't breaking from their current course, so that is a very good sign. Let's see. Yep, it looks like they're continuing on their way. I don't think they're going to pick us up. We're already at 120 meters, pretty deep, and running very quietly. Okay, another warship contact, medium speed closing bearing 231 now. Okay, there are 2 of them once again. Let's see if there's a third. There is a third. This may be the same group, and they are kind of close. Let's drop down to 60 meters, please. Ready for silent running as well. And we lost them? There we go. Closing. Looks like they're going to pass right on behind us. I think, oh, they're getting very, very close. And they're going on. Wow, look at this one. Way too close. Then 800 meters. It didn't hear us though. And it's heading off. Okay, wow, that was another very, very close call with a group of 3 warships here. I have a feeling we have not seen the worst of it just yet. Anyway, we'll keep operating submerged. I think surfacing at this point is just asking for trouble. The weather's, oh boy. The weather's pretty bad. As you can see, I popped up for like, 10 minutes just to replenish our air. But I will probably have to replenish our battery power here relatively soon. Let's take a look. Oh, I think this may be the same group, actually. Yeah, they're just zipping around everywhere. Pretty sure it is, so look at that. Interesting. Anyway, I'll continue heading on. And another one. I wonder if this is the same group as well. Let's see. So far, only one warship, and it looks like it's heading southwest. It's kind of heading away from us. Use some time compression. Yeah, I'm not going to have to worry about this one. It looks like this is just one single warship contact this time, so... If it came across my path, I may have tried to torpedo it. Probably would have been a bad idea, though, considering that group of 3 is in the neighborhood. Just a brief update, we got a radio message here. Arnhem remains in German hands and Allied paratroopers have been defeated. So that is an update on Operation Market Garden. U-531 is currently in grid AM31, just operating here. The weather is extremely poor, and we can just head out here and take a look. As you can see, these swells are quite massive, so snorkeling's impossible. I probably will pop up the boat here shortly just for a little air break and to replenish our batteries, because those are becoming more and more important. Actually, I think I may end up getting the improved batteries here at the end of this patrol, just so we have a little bit more endurance underwater. Anyway, that's all I really have. That last lone destroyer was the last contact we picked up. Nothing else since then. We did get a radio report of a task force way out here somewhere, so not really in our immediate vicinity and not something we need to worry about right now. We are getting pretty close to our objective, though. 809 kilometers to go, so we should be there in no time. Well, we got a report. One large convoy heading west-northwest. Its speed is medium, going 8 knots, and I do not think we are going to be able to intercept it in time before it reaches these shallow waters, especially. Unless we surface the boat. But that is pretty much out of the question, I think. So we're just going to let it be, and I'm going to adjust our course back to normal as we inch closer and closer to grid AM52 here. It's unfortunate. I think we could catch it if we were surfaced, but it's broad daylight right now, and that's just really asking to get bombed by Coastal Command. Anyway, just another update as we get closer to grid AM52. Well, U-531 has reached grid AM52, and we are utilizing the snorkel now. As you can see, the seas are nice and calm. The moon scared me for a second. I thought it was a star shell. But there's our snorkel operating nicely in these flat seas. We did get a report of an enemy ship heading east quite a while ago, but there's no way we'll be able to catch that thing underwater, so we're just going to have to let it go, unfortunately. But we have a somewhat rudimentary patrol pattern set up here, and we just have to patrol for 52 hours. Once that is complete, we're going to get the heck out of here. Hopefully we'll come across another lone merchant ship here. That would be nice to just attack by itself, but we will see. Okay, we have a contact, warship medium, constant distance 023. Let's change our course, new heading 070. We are already at periscope depth, upscope. I can't believe our hydrophone operator didn't pick this up sooner. 023. There she is. It's a frigate. Anything else? Oh yeah. There's multiple. Looks like possibly 3 destroyers. Darn, if it was just one by itself, I would torpedo it, but yeah, there are indeed 3 once again. Well, it's not worth stirring up a hornet's nest over, so we will continue on our course. Good to know they are operating in this area. We need to keep this in mind if we decide to attack any targets in this grid. And it looks like we have another warship contact bearing 110. Let's head that way and check it out. Oh, maybe it's by itself. I suppose we'll see. It could be just another group, medium speed moving away 084. And yeah, let's flip and see what it is. It is this one group once again. It's hanging out here. Okay, yeah, this group of 3. Well, they are still pretty close to us. A little close for comfort, but good to know we're keeping tabs on them. Oh boy, another warship. Medium speed, closing. Bearing 044, long range. Let's see. If it's just one, I'll shoot it. Let's change. Oh, it's coming right at us. Okay, let's change our course. New heading 040. This may be where we attack. And just from these 2 marks, it looks like it's on a heading of probably 187 degrees. Okay. more or less. Let's go ahead and turn our boat around. We have G7Es loaded in the bow. That should work just fine. As long as he isn't aware of our presence. Doesn't expect it. Increase speed for a little bit. Let's sprint. How far away are we from her track? 9 kilometers. Okay, reduce speed momentarily. Upscope. Follow. 324. No visual contact just yet, so we can sprint. I'll head full. I'll head flank even. Let's get in there. Time to be somebody. It looks like it's only one lone warship, which is very surprising, considering we've been finding groups of 3 consistently during this patrol. Okay, how far away are we from her track? 7 kilometers. So once we're here, we can fire. Oh boy, this is risky. Okay, reduce speed.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Kleine Fahrt voraus. Kleine Fahrt voraus.
342. There she is. Lock on target, destroyer. Okay, we need to time this thing out real fast. Start.
Kriegsschiff auf 343. Entfernung gleichbleibend.
It's a Hunt class destroyer. Know that one when I see it. Oh, it's not a merchant ship.
Kriegsschiff auf 344. Entfernung
I don't know if we'll be
gleichbleibend.
able to pull this shot off, folks. Oh, did I pass by it? Yeah, I did. Do a Hunt 2. Draft 3 meters. Tube 1 magnetic. 1 minute. 2 minutes. Okay, almost at 3 minutes. Five seconds. I don't know. I think we'll be close enough to fire. 10 seconds.
Kriegsschiff auf 352. Entfernung
15
gleichbleibend.
seconds mark. At this point. Here, actually, I want to use this tool. Oh boy. Right here. This point to this point. Speed 10 knots. Course.
Kriegsschiff auf 353.
Course is
Entfernung
190. 190.
Kriegsschiff auf 354. Entfernung gleichbleibend.
Angle on bow is 80 degrees. To port, to starboard, excuse me. Speed 10 knots. Range, this is going to be the tough one here.
Kriegsschiff auf 355. Entfernung gleichbleibend.
4.2. Open tube 1. Gyro angle's 14 degrees.
Kriegsschiff auf 356. Entfernung gleichbleibend.
Alright. Tube 1. Los.
Rohr 1. Los.
Range is a little short. Hopefully our torpedo doesn't run out of steam before it reaches the target. We'll see though. It's right at the edge of our torpedo's endurance, so this is going to be interesting indeed. Oh, that's actually looking pretty darn good. It's going to be one hell of a shot if we manage to pull it off. It's a very long range. Cross your fingers, folks.
Kriegsschiff auf 1,5. Entfernung gleichbleibend.
Still has a little ways out. Okay. Oh boy, my heart's racing now.
Auf 1,6. Entfernung gleichbleibend.
Looking for our eel. Here it is. Ah, damn it, it ran out of fuel. Oh man, that would have hit too. Just out of range. That is the worst.
Auf 1,7. Entfernung gleichbleibend.
That is the worst. Man. Oh, down scope. Down to 60 meters.
Auf 1,8. Entfernung gleichbleibend.
Tiefe 5,8 Meter.
Vorne um 15, hinten um 10.
Wieder auf Kurs, Herr Kaloin.
I think I would have hit it though. That was a pretty good solution. It's just our torpedoes have relatively poor range. 5 kilometers. Up scope. I want to see exactly how far away I am. Level out.
Derzeitige Tiefe 1,1 Meter.
Vorne um 15, hinten um 10.
Exactly how far I'm sure it does vary. 4.9 kilometers away. So our torpedo just did not false advertising. Range 5 kilometers. It's more like 4.5 kilometers. Don't round with the torpedo range. Oh well. It is what it is. It was still a good practice run, and I think we would have gotten it. But anyway. It's all good. It's all good. We have completed our patrol for 24 hours, so I'm enjoying kind of sticking around here in the shallows. I think we might have a chance of encountering a lone merchant ship over here, but we'll see. I'll decide on if I want to stay in this area or head off to deeper pastures. Anyway, I'm going to have to end it here. I hope you all enjoyed the video. It's unfortunate we ended up missing the Hunt-class destroyer, but no, that's the way it is. Anyway, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a like, as it really helps out the channel. But until next time, this is Wolfpack345 signing off, and I will see you all on the next one.